This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
PM Marape to attend the Pacific Islands Forum. International oil palm representatives in PNG. And Nature Park embarks on boiling python research. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Wyra. Thank you for your company. Prime Minister James Marape held a press conference before departing to Honiara, Solomon Islands, for the opening of the Pacific Islands Forum today.
All leaders of the 15 Pacific Island nations are expected to attend, including Australia and New Zealand in Honiara, Solomon Islands, the host Pacific Island nation of the forum. Prime Minister James Marape said at the face of our 50th, all the leaders of the Pacific Islands will join Papua New Guinea next week to celebrate the Golden Jubilee.
In the face of our 50th, the entire Pacific Island leaders have also indicated that they will be joining us next week for our Independence Week, and I will go and meet them all this morning, or this evening rather, for the opening, and I'll be back with them on Thursday for the leaders retreat.
Marape highlighted the meeting agendas of the Pacific Islands Forum.
We want, as a family of nations, preserving our own individual policy and sovereign preferences, but as a Pacific Island nation, we want to remain together. Our exposures to many of the challenges in Pacific are common right across: climate change related, imported inflation related, economic conditions of the world that affects us also. So in that context, as a Pacific Island Forum nations, togetherness is our strength. And so Papua New Guinea has its contribution as one of the leading nations in PIF. Our contributions are sought after, and we'll be speaking strongly on unity.
Prime Minister said he will return to Port Moresby tomorrow for the opening of the new courthouse that will take place on Wednesday, and head back to Honiara on Thursday for the Pacific Islands Leaders Retreat. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister James Marape is calling on the public to reflect on the nation's 50th anniversary as the country approaches 16th of September next week.
Prime Minister James Marape is urging people across the country to pause for a moment and reflect on where we are in terms of leadership from all members of our families and communities of our country.
Each of us, does not matter where you are placed, have your contribution to our country. 50th anniversary, whilst it may seem a lifetime for some of us, but in the context of national progress and growth, we're still in midlife sort of stage.
He said since independence in 1975, our sovereignty has many federalities, but we still remained one country and one people.
Let's celebrate this unity in diversity. Let's appreciate that potential remains big. If each and every one of us work together, we can reach a destination where Papua New Guinea is developed, enough for everyone, no one is left behind, and all parts of our country are progressing.
Marape urges everyone to be optimistic, have hope and faith, while also acknowledging the former Prime Ministers and Chief Justice for the development over the 50 years.
Just 50 years, the most diverse nation on earth has progressed thus far. This terminal, like 90% of Port Moresby today, 90% of the country's road and infrastructure today were built by ourselves the last 50 years. And I say thank you to Sumare, to Sir Julius, to Pius Winkty, to Rabbi Namalio, to Bill Skate, to Mekeret, to Peter O'Neill, who have held us thus far. I say thank you to the first local Chief Justice in late Seb Burikiru. After Chief Justice Prentice left, Seb Burikiru became Chief Justice early on in our country's life. And the judiciary has been a cornerstone of our country the last 50 years. And of course, I say thank you to every constitutional office holders and all people of our country, despite the challenges, whether man-made or natural challenges, natural disaster challenges.
Prime Minister James Marape says everyone across the country must speak positive for once of our country as one people and one nation. Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
Port Moresby Nature Park is embarking on a new project to discover the mysterious boiling python of New Guinea and upskill staff on Goodenough Island of Milne Bay Province in biodiversity paraecology. This comes into place after data collected from snakes suggested that the boiling python is on Goodenough Island but has never been scientifically proven.
Whilst unveiling the information booth for boiling python on Friday, Port Moresby Nature Park Chief Executive Officer John Paul Houston said his team has many questions about the python.
Part of our new IUCN, the International Union for Conservation of Nature office, the Centre for Species Survival here for Papua New Guinean species, we saw a data deficient species. So the Boland's python used to be kept at the nature park, and there were so many questions, nobody knows anything about it. And the designation of data deficient is almost more dangerous than critically endangered, because it means we know nothing about it.
Mr. Houston said during the research at Goodenough Island, his wildlife team had identified similar species of the python that looks, behaves and uses its habitat in the same way as a boiling python. He said this has allowed his team to further their studies on the Goodenough Island.
So our team, led by Ryan here, who's originally from Trobriand in Milne Bay, led a team out there, engaged with the community, train para-ecologists and put equipment there in that space so that we can continually collect biodiversity data. And I'm pleased to say that the project is still collecting that data now in continuity with the partners and people that we've helped to train out on Goodenough Island.
He thanked Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office and the British High Commission for their support to respond to data deficiency in the International Union for Conservation of Nature's status of the mysterious boiling python. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
9 pioneer female entrepreneurs in the Nuku and Lumi areas of West Sepik have undergone a 3-day cocoa quality training facilitated by the European Union Support to Rural Entrepreneurship Investment and Trade Program in partnership with PNG Cocoa Board.
With cocoa production on the rise in the Greater Sepik region and supported by globally driving high market prices, the training focused on harvesting standards, processing facilities, post-harvest handling of cocoa beans, fermentation and drying techniques, quality control, and sustainable practices. By adopting these best practices, cocoa agripreneurs can produce higher quality beans that fetch better prices and strengthen the global competitiveness of PNG cocoa in overseas markets. This initiative also complements the development and use of improved dryers and processing technologies provided by the program, which helps fermentation groups deliver consistent, premium quality cocoa. The 9 women entrepreneurs were part of the 39 fermentation owners who have underwent cocoa training to further enhance the global competitiveness of PNG cocoa. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
The country's 50th anniversary celebrations launching in Alotau was heralded by a large convoy last Friday.
Despite the slight downpour, vehicle horns and traditional dances could be heard throughout the town. 30 vehicles were part of the convoy. After the float led by the Alotau Fire Brigade truck, everyone gathered at the National Canoe and Kundu Festival grounds for the official launching. The small ceremony was officiated by Milimbe Administrator Dr. Igor Gari and 50th Independence Anniversary Committee Vice Chairman Owen Abel. Dr. Igor Gari announced that the festivities will take place for 9 days, commencing prior to the 16th of September. Vice President Owen Abel said that the committee had planned lead-up activities to involve everyone. Some of the day and night celebrations will be held at the NKKF grounds with evening programs like open-air church crusades under floodlights, while the Alice Wedega Park will be kept for official celebrations on September 16th. A tentative program was released to the committee to finalize. Amanda Ilaitia, National MTV News.
You're with National MTV News. More local stories when we come back. Stay with us.
Chicken kebasa din ha? Yeah.
This stuff, right?
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum.
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
Get twice the data with Telecom. Enjoy bonus double data from Thursday to Saturday on selected plans. You get twice the data at the same price. For instance, for 5 kina, you get 6 gigabytes valid for 1 day. And that's more data for you to stream videos and play your online games. Drop into your nearest Telecom store or kiosk to top up and get your double data. Great value and PNG owned sure feels good.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
The all-new GWM Power has the best-in-class pulling power. Book a test drive today and hop into Broco Motors for a spin.
Japan established diplomatic relationship with Papua New Guinea on 16 September in 1975.
Tonight on In Focus, we hold discussions with the Japanese ambassador to Papua New Guinea.
Japan has engaged in strengthening friendly and cooperative relations with the Pacific region. From Papua New Guinea perspective, Japan is the largest LNG exporter.
That's on tonight.
You're watching National MTV News. The delegation-led Council of Palm Oil Producing Countries Secretary General, Madam Izana Saleh, who arrived yesterday, was officially welcomed today by the Oil Palm Industries Corporation General Secretary, Mr. Capsen Pupita, and Oil Palm Minister Francis Maneke and guest members in a special meet.
The Council of Palm Oil Producing Countries delegation led by Secretary General Madam Izana Saleh was officially welcomed today ahead of the National Palm Oil Policy 2025 to 2030 launch this afternoon. Madam Saleh and a team were received by Oil Palm Industries Corporation General Secretary Capsen Pupita, Oil Palm Minister Francis Maneke and other guest members during a special meet.
You're coming for the first time, but I think it's important for the industry. After Honorable Marape government introduces appointed me as Minister for Oil Palm, or identifying oil palm as a commodity to improve the economy of this country. And then again, and with the ministry, we work together with OPIC, Oil Palm Industry Corporation of Papua New Guinea, led by Mr. Capsen Pupita. So we aggressively push for membership, which has been pending for some time.
Both parties noted that the SEZ framework would provide an enabling environment to attract investment, improve infrastructure and create jobs for local communities while ensuring compliance with global standards. Secretary General Madam Saleh stressed that the collaboration with CIPOPC not only strengthens PNG's position in the global palm oil market, but also ensure the new policy is aligned with regional and international expectations.
And I come today, we bring a very strong delegation, Your Excellency. As you can tell, it's not just us at CIPOPC, but we've also brought in experts. And so this is one of the great values of being a member of Council of Palm Oil Producing Countries. Congratulations, I know this is your first year with us. Myself and Pak Yudi, we are part of the new leadership that has started June this year, but the previous leadership speaks greatly about you. The leadership that you brought to the ministry, the leadership you brought to the industry. And so I believe that as a partnership, all of us together hopefully will be able to create great impact. We come today to observe and experience your Independence Day celebration. We're very much excited to see what's happening at APAC House tonight. We hope that it will be deserving of all the great things we've heard from you, Mr. Capsen.
The meet set the tone for the policy launch, underscoring the government's commitment to growing the sector responsibly and delivering long-term economic benefits. Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
A convicted prisoner was shot and wounded by police during a dawn raid at Govstore settlement in Madang province over the weekend. The prisoner was identified as Absalom Sua, who escaped from Beyond Correctional Facility 5 years ago. According to PPC BIAM, Absalom Sua had been convicted of attempted murder and sentenced to 7 years with hard labor. As independence operation commences for Madang Police today, Police Commander Acting Superintendent Robert Baim is urging the general public to refrain from disturbing the celebrations in the province.
The Police Commander Acting Superintendent Robert Baim has outlined the key role currently is to ensure the province commemorates the 50th anniversary in peace and in good faith. Baim is appealing to the prison escapees in Madang to come forward and surrender to allow the court to process them through. Suspects caught by police during independence operations will face the full force of the law. The public is reminded that police will not tolerate individuals who intend to act above the law. Full operations will be rolled out as police also prepare to hunt down suppliers and producers of homebrew. Baim said individuals will be placed on FT police bail if caught drunk or causing disturbances to the public. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The Independence Boulevard Road leading to the National Parliament House has a concerning record of numerous car accidents.
The police in the National Capital District have revealed that this year alone, many accidents have occurred along this road.
A bit of concern here that we police have, for the last couple of weeks, in the last couple of months, the boulevard, as we call it here, the the ceremonial drive has taken a lot of lives, and a lot of accidents have happened lately.
Acting Chief Inspector and Commander of Task Force 10, Jack Vessil, elaborated that the roads would only be open during ceremonial events.
From my understanding is that boulevard is normally a ceremonial drive and should be closed off. Just allow for one-way flow only of traffic. That would minimize this continuous having accidents around this area.
He urged drivers to be cautious while driving along this road.
Normally, when you are approaching an intersection like this, you should come down as low as 20. As low as 20 to be cautious about oncoming vehicles and to give way and so forth. But
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The Department of Education is in support of the call made by the Western Highlands Governor Wairarapa to defer the local level government elections to after the Grade 12 national examinations.
The proposed polling dates for the local level government elections from September 27 to October 10, 2025 coincide directly with the Grade 12 national examination period. Minister Dekana said this overlap poses a significant risk on academic performance of students. He said with respect to the Minister for Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs decision on the elections already being underway, the Ministry of Education's top priority is the future of the students. Therefore, moving the polling dates back would be simple and effective way to make sure the Grade 12 exams are not disturbed in any way. The Ministry of Education will continue to engage with the Department of Intergovernment Relations and PNG Electoral Commission to find solutions that upholds both democratic values and commitment to excellent education. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
The Somare Institute of Leadership and Governance has signed a memorandum of understanding with Fiji Leadership Institute of Public Service to partner in educating public servants.
SILAG Chief Executive Officer Michael Barobe welcomed the delegates from Fiji during the agreement signing, stating that this mark on the paper will enable and ensure the citizens from both countries receive quality training.
To put pen to a paper to ensure that our public servants in this country and in your country are trained well. To ensure that government services are delivered with more people that with competency, with capacity.
The CEO briefly gave a background of the institute and what courses SILAG offers.
Small business studies and other many big short courses out there. And what we are doing here is that those courses are aligned to our position on the public service position that we have.
He explained the act or law that governed the institute.
And that law, since it has been written, there was one key objective. The key objective for this institute to achieve is to reach Pacific.
Fiji Leadership Institute of Public Services Acting Permanent Secretary expressed his gratitude and is looking forward to partner with SILAG.
This visit takes on extra meaning because the delegation from Fiji is here for the first time in the Papua New Guinea, SILAG. This partnership further strengthens the bonds of friendship and cooperation that Fiji and Papua New Guinea have shared since 1975.
Apart from Fiji, SILAG has partnered with other Pacific Island countries for the same purpose as well, and most of the courses will be delivered online. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund Market Report. The Kino closed lower at $0.2397 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, Yokina was buying $0.2322 $0.3519 Australian dollars, $0.1903 euro, 34.12 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed higher, copper closed lower, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading lower, copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading lower, the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
EasyPay with Telecom. Simply top up and process EasyPay from your phone. Here's how to buy. Dial *775#, enter the meter number, enter the amount, press 1 to confirm, and receive SMS with voucher and transaction reference number. Great value and PNG owned sure feels good. Drop in to your nearest telecom store or kiosk to top up and buy EasyPay. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Your stay, your house, your home.
The GWM Tank 500 has a super luxurious interior with 7 family-friendly seats, and it really loves going off-road. Book a test drive today and hop into Barocco Motors for a spin.
You're watching National EMTV News. Students of Port Moresby Business College can now further their bachelor degree studies at the Institute of Business Studies University following a memorandum of understanding signed today between the two institutions.
This memorandum of understanding signifies the beginning of a strengthened partnership between IBS University and Port Moresby Business College, aimed at accrediting Port Moresby Business College diploma programs and enabling students to progress directly into associate degree at IBS University.
So in addition to that, the other programs, we are providing the prior learning credit, that is advanced standing, these students, they can get advanced standing to continue their studies, and only few left out units they have to study to complete that diploma programs.
Port Moresby Business College principal said this marks a great achievement for the college.
Under the government system, we're going to work our way up. And I hope you don't mind. We are not professors like yourself, but we are doing the same work for the sake of educating children of Papua New Guinea. But we do the diploma there, and you take our students on board and take them to a higher level.
Meanwhile, IBSU will introduce Masters of Leadership and Strategic Management program next year.
In addition to another field of discipline, Bachelor of Education, major in digital and blended learning, mainly to support the school teachers to know the latest technologies begin with the teaching. So these two programs additionally give more value added to the society and students.
Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
The Department of Rehabilitation Sciences under the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences at the Divine Word University in Madang recently hosted the World Physiotherapy Day 2025, focusing on the theme Healthy Aging.
The event underscored the vital role physiotherapy plays in helping older people remain active, independent and free from conditions such as frailty and falls. Head of Department Ms. Rhonda Woemani emphasized the importance of this year's theme, saying physiotherapy was essential in promoting long-term health and quality of life. Rehabilitation Sciences Department President and third-year physiotherapy student Chris Daniel extended his gratitude to the department and organizing committee for their dedication in hosting the event. The celebration included presentations, interactive sessions, demonstrations, and information booths. Students also held physiotherapy activities designed to raise awareness about the benefits and physical activity. The event highlights Divine Word's ongoing commitment to promoting health and education and empowering communities through rehabilitation sciences. Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
Moving to overseas news, U.S. President Donald Trump says he's ready to impose new sanctions on Russia after the biggest aerial attack on Ukraine since the war began. 4 people were killed when the country was bombarded with hundreds of drones and missiles.
Well, for more than 11 hours, the air raid siren rang out across Kiev as Russia unleashed more than 800 drones and missiles on Ukraine in this record aerial assault. Ukraine's air defences simply couldn't cope. More than 60 drones and missiles were able to get through, hitting targets across the country. And for the first time, a government building in Kiev, that main government building which houses cabinet ministers, was damaged and set alight. Speaking from that building, Ukraine's Prime Minister called on the world to respond to the destruction with actions, not words.
It looks like Russia is not ready and is not seeking peace, is not ready for negotiations. We call on our partners to help protect the sky. Let's strengthen sanctions against Russia. Let's create such systems of guarantees for Ukraine that will force the enemy to stop.
Vladimir Putin has largely refrained from targeting government buildings in Kiev's city centre, which is usually heavily defended. So hitting this complex shows an escalation in the more than 3-year-old war. And it shows that Russia isn't ready for peace. Instead, it is intensifying these attacks. 37 locations were hit in this record assault, including high-rise apartment buildings where 4 people were killed, including a mother and her baby. The US President Donald Trump says he is ready to impose new sanctions on Russia and possibly its oil buyers. It's something that the US President has been threatening to do to Moscow for some time, but has withheld while he's trying to pursue peace talks, which haven't really progressed since we saw him meet with Vladimir Putin at that Alaska summit. Now, the Ukrainian President, Volodymyr Zelensky, has called this a ruthless attack, and he's vowed to respond appropriately.
Japan's Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba has announced his resignation amid mounting pressures following 2 election defeats.
In many ways, Shigeru Ishiba took control of a sinking ship. His predecessor, Fumio Kishida, resigned after the ruling Liberal Democratic Party was hit by scandal after scandal. Many of these problems weren't directly linked with Fumio Kishida, but his leadership was seen as too weak to really address the problems and put the party back on track. Shigeru Ishiba was seen as a clean skin, a maverick, a moderate, and he was free from the factional politics. He took control of the party a year ago and called a snap election, but it was a decision that backfired. The ruling Liberal Democratic Party and its coalition ally lost its majority in the lower house. And then in July this year, it lost its majority in the upper house. Shigeru Ishiba has been under tremendous pressure to stand down, and on Monday, his colleagues were going to force the issue at a party meeting. That now won't happen. In announcing his resignation, Shigeru Ishiba said now was the right time to stand down, given that Japan and the United States have finalised their trade negotiations.
Now that negotiations concerning the US tariff measures have reached a turning point, I thought this was the appropriate time to step aside and make way for the next one.
One of the big problems facing Shigeru Ishiba's prime ministership is he never got enough clear air to achieve some big political wins. And in announcing his resignation, he said his biggest regret was not undoing the public's distrust in politics. He'll stay on as Prime Minister until a new leader is selected, and that should happen later this month or in October.
A drone launched by Yemen's Houthi rebels has hit an airport in southern Israel in a major failure of the country's sophisticated air defense system.
Israel had just confirmed it had intercepted 3 drones fired by the Houthi rebels in Yemen when an explosion was reported in the far south of the country. Another drone hit the arrivals hall at the Ramon airport near the port city of Eilat. 8 people were injured, 1 suffering shrapnel wounds, and airspace in southern Israel was temporarily shut down. It is a significant incident given very few Houthi attacks are successful, and it comes a few months after a Houthi missile slipped through Israel's air defences and hit a plot of land within the boundaries of the Ben Gurion airport outside Tel Aviv, the country's main transport hub. The Houthis have confirmed they will continue to launch missiles and drones and attack ships in the Red Sea in solidarity with Hamas and the people of Gaza, insisting that recent Israeli strikes, which have hit Yemen, particularly the capital, and taken out a number of senior Houthi officials, including the Prime Minister, have not deterred them. Israel also undeterred, continuing its strikes across Gaza City, the focus of its latest offensive, building to the total occupation of the area, which the Israeli military claims is one of Hamas's final strongholds. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinians will be forced to flee in the process. They're already being told to leave now from buildings and tent camps across Gaza City, although some are standing firm, saying they'd rather die than move again. Israel has announced the expansion of a so-called humanitarian zone in the south of Gaza, but its borders fall within areas Israel has already told people to flee from, fueling those fears that there's not enough room in the south and certainly not enough safe space in the area either.
National EMTV News returns with TrueCar Sports. Details after the break.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
It's time to name our very first NRL team, PNG, and we need your help. Just visit www.yourteamnamehere.co to register your details and enter your name. If your name is chosen, you'll see it here, and here. So to be part of PNG sporting history, just visit www.yourteamnamehere.co to enter your team name today. It's our country and our team, PNG.
What if every drop of waste oil you poured away could turn into something worse?
50,000 litres of oil is believed to have spilled into the sea.
Waste oil doesn't just disappear. It seeps into our rivers, poisons our land, and suffocates wildlife. Every drop counts, and every drop adds up. With Dunlop, we can recycle used oil to prevent this destruction. Recycling oil not only cleans our environment, but also reduces the need for new resources, saving energy and protecting ecosystems. Let us handle your waste oil and help protect our environment for generations to come.
Number one, super enrolled teacher or semi.
Number one's for everyone on land
and on the sea.
Number one's for everyone.
No matter what you do, well, I work hard for family. We work hard for you.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
It's not rocket science. And many of these things too, I didn't go to school, I teach myself.
From Hot Talk Mom, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday, 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Tukai Sports.
Welcome to Tukai Sports. Yesterday evening at the Sejungai Stadium, veteran basketball teams battled fiercely in the Prime Minister's Golden Oldies Grand Final playoffs. Our sports reporter Joel Mipari has more.
The atmosphere was electric as the Tamaros dominated the Men's Cup final, defeating the Exodus with impressive teamwork and energy. Meanwhile, the Women's Cup final featured a nail-biting contest between the KSS Flames and the next 40-plus women's team, a clash of veteran talent. The coach of the KSS Flames, Jacob Araka, praised his team's resilience under pressure, highlighting the effective game plan that secured their narrow 29-28 victory.
Second half, you control him, you play low ball, so make sure you all in ball, you play discipline. The all ball, you control him ball, you score. You got space, come up, you score. No got you pulling ball back, play relaxed game, no one put you play low pressure.
KSS Flames coach also extended thanks to the event sponsor and organizers for supporting this exciting competition, a thrilling event of Golden Oldies basketball.
Yes, Prime Minister he put him in the game, plus 40, so sponsor man to and sportsman, to man Mary. So you put the team, so you play more players come, and all basketball, Mary man, all star player, collective all come.
The winners and runner-ups from both the male and female division proudly received their trophies after exciting bowl and cup finals. Champions were awarded according to their performances. A formal presentation ceremony to honor these achievements will be held after independence, bringing the basketball community to celebrate. Joel Mipari, Tukai Sports.
The Prime Minister's Golden Oldies Basketball Masters ended on a high note yesterday evening, celebrating success, sportsmanship and healthy living.
The inaugural Prime Minister's Golden Oldies Master Basketball competition wrapped up yesterday evening with great energy and excitement. Basketball Federation PNG President David Peters stated the competition as first of its kind.
We started this competition for the first time, and for us to do this sort of competition where you involve the senior citizens and when you get the Prime Minister and people in the high offices involved in a competition like this, sometimes it's really hard to manage. But I'm really thankful that we have been able to deliver this competition successfully because we have very committed volunteers and very committed people that have actually just come on board to help us to put together this competition.
President Peter acknowledged the strong community spirit, but also noted the challenges faced in organizing the competition.
There was a huge challenge trying to organize this event when the Prime Minister said we should organize a competition for the oldies, and that's something we haven't done before, and no one has done it in this country. And for us to do this, we had to sit around, map out how we can actually do this, deliver. And I'm really thankful to my staff who have actually just given me ideas, thoughts around how we can do this, and also the volunteers again. They've basically helped us to put together things, and we have delivered this competition in a good note.
The Federation expressed gratitude to key sponsors whose support helped make the event a success.
Yeah, so the Kumul Minerals Holdings Limited has been supporting the Basketball Federation in most of our competitions. So they help us with the funding to run the trials up in Goroka for the PNG team. We did it successfully, and for every fund that they give to us, we provide reports. And based on that, they were happy to fund this competition as well. They gave us 300,000 kina, which we used to run this competition, and we have successfully delivered the event.
The event now sets a platform to promote healthy living through sport, with more events planned across PNG in various codes. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
The Papua New Guinea Lewas have arrived safely in Nadi, Fiji, ahead of the ICC Women's East Asia Pacific T20 World Cup qualifiers.
The team landed yesterday with high energy and confidence as they prepare to represent PNG on the international cricket stage. Team captain Brenda Tau said the players are excited and ready to begin their campaign. She said the team has trained hard and is focused on doing their best for the country. The EAP T20 qualifiers will see the PNG Lewas compete against other top teams in the Pacific region. The winner of the tournament will earn a place in the ICC Women's T20 World Cup. The Lewas group stage matches are scheduled as follows. Tuesday 9 September, PNG takes on Japan. Wednesday 10 September, PNG takes on Philippines. Friday 12 September, Samoa takes on PNG. All matches will be played at the Albert Park in Suva, Fiji. The finals are scheduled for Saturday 13 September and Monday 15 September, depending on group stage results. Cricket PNG has called on fans at home and across the Pacific to support the Lewas as they chased World Cup qualifications. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja na? Yang.
This different.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Why? Bakit ba pa si Arya?
Auntie, don't go to David Loran. You passed it. Spots. It's in me.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work. providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
The GWM Tank 300 has all the amazing creature comforts you want. And it really loves going off-road. Hop into Barocco Motors for a spin. Book a test drive today.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Japan established diplomatic relationship with Papua New Guinea on 16 September in 1975.
Tonight on In Focus, we hold discussions with the Japanese ambassador to Papua New Guinea.
Japan has engaged in strengthening friendly and cooperative relations with the Pacific region. From Papua New Guinea perspective, Japan is the largest LNG exporter.
That's on tonight.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Truka Sports. More than 60 cyclists took part in a 21-kilometer bike race competition in Madang as part of Papua New Guinea's 50th Independence Golden Jubilee celebrations.
The race began at Alexis Fen along the North Coast Road and ended at Lewas Oval, where cheering crowds awaited the cyclists. Crossing the finish line first was David Imati, who claimed the top prize of 3,000 kina. In second place, Jason Take won 2,000 kina, while Emmanuel Pricky Cube came in third, collecting 1,000 kina. Fourth and fifth place winners, Alpheus Panu and Kenny Ibona, received cartons of meat and tin fish. Special recognition was also given to a youngster rider, Anaya Smith, and the older cyclist, Martin Manubot. Madang Events Committee Chairman Sigi Bechel said the bike race is one of the many activities planned for the PNG's 50th independence, aimed to bring people together and to give youths a chance to show their talents. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Moving to overseas sports, Fremantle coach Damien Hardwick praised his side as he looks ahead to a semi-final against the Brisbane Lions.
Their 1-point win over Fremantle in the club's maiden final series will see them take on Brisbane at the Gabba, while on Friday night Adelaide will need to defeat Hawthorn to avoid becoming the first minor premiers to exit the finals in straight sets since 1983.
Now to tennis, and US President Donald Trump has attended the men's final at the US Open.
A mix of cheers and boos echoed through Arthur Ashe Stadium as he waved to the crowd. On the court, Carlos Alcaraz was victorious, defeating Jannik Sinner in 4 sets, 6-2, 3-6, 6-1, 6-4 to regain his place as the world number 1. After the match, the Spaniard made it clear just how dominant the two stars have become.
I'm seeing you more than my family, so it's Jesus. So it's I mean it's great to share the court, to share the locker rooms, to share everything with you, watching you improve every day, working really hard with your team, really great people around. So I just congratulations for everything you're doing.
In the Formula One, it was an interesting night for Oscar Piastri.
He bowed to team orders, giving away second place to his teammate Lando Norris as Red Bull's Max Verstappen won the Italian Grand Prix. The Australian, who still leads the Drivers' Championship, was in third for most of the race, but a pit stop bungle saw him overtake Norris with 7 laps to go. He did question the decision to let Norris pass at the time, but afterwards he was towing the team line.
I think today the decision to swap back was fair. You know, Lando was ahead of me the whole race, so I don't have any issues with that, but we will definitely discuss it.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
The all-new, powerful GWM Power. Book a test drive today and hop into Barocco Motors for a spin.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
Join me every Thursday night as Sports Scene brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. Revisiting our legendary athletes.
Hi, this is David.
Highlighting our local sports developments across the nation.
All eyes on Buffalo. Now an NRL team based here.
We create a pathway.
And our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name is Gemma Schnobel and you're watching
all the younger ones will follow.
Sports Scene, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You need holy man to walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy. Poponeta, partly cloudy to cloudy skies. To the Momasa region, Ley City, cloudy periods with possible rain showers. Vanimo, cloudy periods with possible showers. To the New Guinea Islands region, Loringa, partly cloudy periods. Buka cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. To the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Mendi, Tara and Wabek, mostly cloudy with heavy rain and possible thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that was the news, sports and weather for Monday, the 8th of September, 2025. Be sure to join me for In Focus after the news. Bye for now.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.